So what's up, world? Good afternoon. Kind of like my morning. I don't even know if y'all gonna watch these videos. Whoever the hell y'all gonna be when y'all watch these videos or not. You know what I mean? But they out there. Like, take into account that a lot of things you told, they have a bigger meaning on a metaphor scale when the very Bible is a bunch of metaphors and parables itself. You understand that? What is it? Anagram, acronym, whatever it is. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. You gotta excuse me, my brain ain't firing all the way. So much stuff up here, man. I forget some of the simple, most elementary things. Trying to figure out this bigger, higher level of stuff, and then the stuff that's right in front of your face that you can't necessarily see. You don't even need, it's basic instructions. As a human, you're not built to be a basic thing. It says, let us build man in our image, right? If I'm not incorrect. Or let me build man in my image. Either way, you're not basic if that's the case. But I guess I started this video on a notion or a thought of, did you wake up on the wrong side or the right side of the bed this morning? Not sometimes you wake up in the morning and that perfect song play and it make all the difference in the world. Not sometimes you get that perfect phone call from that perfect person, from that perfect job, from whatever it is, and it makes shit alright. Or it make your day start off better, even though you got out the wrong side of the bed. Shit, sometimes my left side be hurting, sometimes my right side be hurting. So, you feel me? Like, I just kind of hop up. I start laying on my back. I just kick up like I'm a fucking karate man or some shit. On a meditative note, oh, y'all, when y'all try to go to sleep, how about this? Now, they used to tell you to count sheep and stuff like that. Before you get to pushing Z's out, how about you just reintroduce and keep saying the same sentence to yourself? You know, unfortunately for me, I used to be tortured by things because I always had a meditative sleep. I never really slept. When I was younger, I used to be ill with it. I could hear everything that went on around me, but I would be, in the trance of sleep. My body, most of my functions. Excuse me with the eye boogers and whatnot, y'all. Another thing I used to do sometimes, I was able to open my eyes and actually look around while the rest of me was asleep. I used to be able to stop my heart when I was a child. So all the stuff they teach in Marines and stuff, yeah, it's true, man. You as a human, you have much more power and control over what you think you are allowed to have power and control over. Heavy as heaven, the devil is only 2 tons too. You understand? Maybe that's even a reference towards balance and how I seem to think balance is everything. I can strive my hardest to be perfect, right? But let's face it, sex is such an amazing thing that, if you're a Christian, in the sense of getting up, going to church Sundays, your average raised in a Christian church type person. I tend to think when there's no love behind it, as Marvin Gaye said, when there's no healing in the sexual act, whether we fucking or making love, because it's all sex anyway, then I tend to look at that like that's the wrong way. Like, I have to see something in you that's unique to you as a woman in order for me to want to go to that level, Had sex plenty of times You know, just like, you know, the one night stand cliched fuck type thing. Come over here, put it on me, do this. And the woman definitely didn't have a complaint. But like after I did that, I felt like disgusting as fuck. I'm sorry, I did. And plus I busted a nut and it was just like I could have used my hand for that and probably still had a better fucking release. So I don't know if we moved already and all this weird stuff they be talking about, right? But the only reason they be leaving it is because in some case it is true, it is real. Let's just say that I'm almost certain these are laws that govern something. I don't think they control you, but they govern something. You understand what I'm saying? So my baby mama might have just gave me like the dopest job ever. You understand what I'm saying? Like I might even try to use this job and then for every one that don't, find one that do need out of the don'ts, the have-nots, you know? Fuck the will-nots, but the have-nots. And I speak in Picasso, right? Because I had a man tell me one day, was talking about all these different kind of beings that's living amongst us right now and whatnot, that appear to be human. And he was like, yeah, man, I was in the military and I seen some shit. He was like, man, you need to keep your ideas to yourself. But see, only a few of my ideas are really mine. And then I can't even necessarily say those are mine. You understand what I'm saying? Like, niggas be saying they high powered, but on some higher power shit. But once again, heavy as heaven, the devil's only 2 times 2, right? And if you feel death coming for you, remember it come in threes, right? Sometimes you can, you know, if you feel it early enough, it might even be something as simple as if you about to walk yourself into death, you feel me? And you notice it soon enough, you could avert that nigga to another nigga who gonna die like 2 weeks away from you for sure. Like I be saying, niggas be having kids at home, but they ain't willing to put the gang life down. You ain't gonna go stay at the house, go sell your shit and take your ass back home and make sure your son and your wife or your baby mama or your girl safe. You gonna still kick it with the homies, you gonna still put work in for them, right? And you'll be mad if you was alive and another nigga was putting work in for your seed though. Like your baby mama just left you. Shit, if you gonna sit there and die anyway, don't she got the right to do that if she start thinking better for her kid? Don't mean the bitch don't love you, but, you know, she supposed to love that kid more if, you know, that's what niggas is headed towards. Our gangs ain't villages no more, man. They factions. Do you understand what that mean? I understand that mean you're a man at war, but why are you waging war with the same boys who got the same heart of gold you got, even though they got on a different color? Y'all niggas' hearts is all gold. And you niggas is rambling about that action in this time. You see, it used to be hell up here. I used to wake up thinking this shit. It used to hurt. I used to just wish I could stop thinking so fucking much. I got my wish. I got it answered. You know what I mean? It's not just up there no more. I don't go through that no more. It's a little bit more calm, but it still processes shit just like a computer supposed to. You know what I mean? Excuse me. So, we need to wake up, man. Because one thing I'm going to tell you right now is I'm not putting a woman over me. Unless I'm absolutely proven that God is more of a female. What came first, the chicken or the egg? And you need a chicken to make a male or, I mean, a female chicken to make a male or a female chicken. But just like this saying I got, right? Or, so with that said, women, when y'all gonna wake up and realize in order to have balance, you gotta have men who, let's use this archetype, who are older, but in some ways act a little younger. Just like you gonna have females who are older than some men, but act a little younger in some ways. It's a way to bridge the gap. If you just take my hand, open your ear, and listen, stop calling all men bad. Your tongue is a double-edged sword, and whatever you say, it can come back to hurt you. Just like y'all hate men mostly nowadays, men bashers, this and that. Salem witch trials, if that shit really happened, and how y'all been treated your whole life. Your whole existence, excuse me. Well, then I could say life to the ones that's living right now. That's why Pac said every woman in America, especially black, we under attack. Can't y'all see it? So when you got a man that look at the situation like that and then lump himself in and say we under attack, it's time. And it's y'all time to shine to get back to the top. You know what I mean? So all you women out there who love a strong, beautiful black man, I tell you this, right? Don't abortion your wounds. We need more warriors sent from the sun, stars, and moons with those hearts of gold. Shout out to Nas for that one. The stars is plentiful. It's only one moon and one sun. The cycle is complete when you have the stars, the suns, and the moons aligned right, which is the family, the nucleus of civilization. And as a woman, you're the glue to that more than anybody else is. As a child, he's the second glue to that, if not the first. You understand what I'm saying? Because whatever we allow to continue, whatever we fuck up, they are the suture for the future. Real shit. Ain't no other way to put it. Why do we always take all of that strength from them? Why do we let the world rob that strength from them? When you could push out a superhero, letting them know, you're the suture for the future, man. It's gonna be you that's gonna change something. They'll never hear that shit. That's why everybody be the same. Gang, gang, bunch of tattoos on them, all this shit. You understand what I'm saying? I want tats. I don't want no sleeve. I don't want to be covered up. None of that shit, but, fuck it. Everybody do it. I'ma hold off. My tats would be the words that come out of my mouth. So get this. If Jesus was the first albino, right? I'm not trying to change anybody's viewpoint. I'm just saying, listen. With an open heart and ears. If Jesus was the first albino, but he was yet still born in Africa, right? He would have been the first, or he would have been a white man, but he would have been still African, right? In one context or in that. Right? So what does any of this shit matter? So if God is everything, and ultimately he gives life, right? From whatever level of heaven or serenity or something past this I can't see. All the way down, and then he put it in your hands, right, woman? What that mean? I guess that's why before I start kind of getting lost in this shit, right? I used to actually worship my mama. My baby mama got mad, like, you're not her baby no more. I wonder if that meant this or if that meant that. Because that is exactly what she said. And this is something that I have in my head as a notion. I sound crazy for a purpose, but I'm very well structured, people. Just like if my house is dirty, I don't mind it being dirty until I clean it up. Once I clean it up, that's all the baggage and problems I got being dumped. Now with that said, I don't need a handler. I can't be handled. For all of y'all who know what a handler is, man, they out there. These niggas will stick a handler around you, bruh. Like regular, average, everyday people. So you get married and shit, don't believe that shit always, you just found her. And to my creator, you the reason I'm like this. I don't too much never want to change. Just improving the flow of what is, you know what I mean? Not a day goes by that I don't try to thank the Lord up above. And I ain't talking about Beelzebub and the Lord of the Flies, you know what I mean? But yet I do thank the one from the Great Assembly for everything, you know what I mean? Christians, start reading your Bible, man. Right there in that very Bible, it'll tell you it's more than one God. It also says, surely you will die like a God. Not too long ago, I used to feel like I was a God, right? And I still do. I still embody that, if you ask me. But what do I need to yell it out for? That's like the rapper that's always talking about how he in this Benz, how he in that car, how he got this watch on. Like Filthy Rich made that song about that fake-ass watch the dude was wearing. Yeah, so if y'all don't know about Filthy Rich, go check him out. I don't too much like a lot of his music, but, bro makes some dope shit. He from around the way, what we call the hood, you know what I mean? I don't own shit over there. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather bang a body who gonna bang my body, you know what I mean? Like, see how well fucking work? And I ain't even talking about fucking, like, you know what I mean? A nigga who gonna live and die for me and my seed, and I'm gonna do the same for his. Like, you know what I mean? A female that's gonna do that, that's worth more than that motherfucking block that I don't own. And it just is what it is. But you ask me where I'm from, I'm gonna say Oakland, I'm gonna say over there. It just is what it is. And even though I grew up on 6, you know what I mean? That's where I was at when my grandma was taking care of me. When J-Rock mama was taking care of me back in the days. You know what I mean? God knows what my mama was doing when she was running around. Handling business, but dropping me off. You hear me? So for that matter, right, if God is everything, he's also a woman. And my walk with him, my relationship with trying to understand him, and him giving me some understanding, right? And allow me to be forgiven before I overspeak, if I overspeak. But see, we got to stop being scared sometimes, right? You have that power. I say anytime that you choose to be less than what he made you, you're going against him right there. So, he's both man and woman. He cannot be what he cannot perceive. Do you understand? He's everything. So if he can't perceive it, then I shouldn't be able to perceive it. Therefore, it probably wouldn't exist. But we get angry. We resent shit. We be jealous of other people in this life. All type of things, you know what I mean? And what we fail to realize a lot of times is those turn into actual demons, entities, who can harm us and then sometimes leave us and affect others. I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from voodoo being put on me. If I can use that term as the proper term for what was being done to me, what was affecting me. Just remember this as well. You are always the portal for something good. You are always the doorway that is allowing yourself to be open for something bad to come in. It goes both ways. And the shit flows through you on a daily basis. Like, it can go shoot through your ass and come back like, what kind of lake is that? Then go around you if it wants to, or shoot right back through your ass. You don't see it. You don't know it's there. But it become familiar with you. And see, you can yell out for the shit to come back and not knowing it's coming back. You can do some of this shit in your sleep. Just like, me and my wild animalistic kind of phase of sex and shit. Like, I might have had sex with Lilith a couple of times. I bullshit you not. Like one day, I'm laying down, right? See, I always heard stories about this from other people in my family. And for some reason, it always rained to where it could be true. You see that sun behind my head? Time. Trying to get the camera to where it won't do that because it wasn't doing it last time. But anyway, fuck it. Yeah, it's coming out the window, but I've been sitting right here and I ain't been doing it. And I'm laying on the couch, right? Excuse me, I be having to come up with my thoughts again. What the hell is that? Fucking kids eating on the couch and shit, man. Thank you, moms. Thank you, grandma. I know I was a dirty son of a biatch, but nigga got on his own. He wanted to start living a little bit more cleanly. And then, that's the all you get tired of telling the motherfucker the same thing, huh? Man, oh well, fuck it. But anyway, I'm laying on the couch one night, right? I'm wrestling with something. And at the same time, come to think of it, I'm like rocking back and forth, motherfucker riding the shit out of me. Now I finally break the spell. Like I tell you, I've been dealing with this shit since I was a child. I'm almost stronger than whatever it is. And it could have been my son's mom, because I'll put it to you like this. In one way or another, when I mention it to her, motherfuckers get these faces, man. I tell you, I've been analyzing shit since I've been a little kid. INTP. Check out the shit, INTP. When I found that, it made me feel so much more comfortable. Like it wasn't anything wrong with me. Like I was just blessed with a mind that could process better than a computer can. You get what I'm saying? So, when I mentioned it to her, my empath, my analytical, psychological mindset, and the way I'm able to process people's reactions, emotions, and emotes, I noticed. She was like, what? I wouldn't happen to know anything about that. Just from, initial response to me mentioning, like, this shit happened to me. But as I got ready to break it and wake up, the thing, like, made her, like, sound like that. And I'm pretty sure the sound was, it was scared. It didn't want me to see it the way it was. So, like, real shit, people, I know I sound crazy, right? But it's all good. Let's keep it rolling. I'm assuming that was my son's mom. And like I've been saying, she's not human. And it, like, ran past the couch. And if it wasn't her, like, I'm dealing with some crazy shit, brother. Like, I've been dealing with this since I was a kid. This is probably why I'm, like, so fucking caught up on sex, right? But like I said, it's the right way and the wrong way to do something. It ran around the, back of the couch. Boom, boom. I felt the couch get, like, hit like that. And then, I wake up. I just sit up for a minute, look around. I actually, like, maybe a couple of seconds. And then I got up. and walk behind the backside of the couch to see if it was like anything back there and whatnot, and it wasn't. But the very fact that I woke up and you know how when you first wake up, you kind of, I don't know, at least I am. I'm like fully conscious to everything around me. It's a certain way I put myself to sleep, and a certain way I wake up from that. You know those days where you just want to lay in bed? Like I never really go back to sleep because I'm tossing and turning, trying to get comfortable. So, um, anyway, yeah, man. Crazy shit people I go through. I should be nuts. I'm almost blessed that I was able. This is another thing I used to pray for, man, to have the veil lifted from over my eyes. And I'll tell y'all this, man. It's almost as if I didn't have a chance. I seen a few things when I was younger, like my first little white girlfriend, and maybe that's the key right there. Maybe that's the key. Although I don't hate anybody. Excuse me. And all my nose flickering, itching, scratching shit. Fucking hairs in my nose be extending out my nose, touching my beard, tickling the shit out of nigga nose. And I'm a very bad allergy person. Good old treetop. Ain't nothing like this medicine, man. I'm about to stop smoking and start eating it. Shit like that, man. Like I play around with the healthier side of the game and my body heals. If it's one thing I've been told by anybody, stop eating cooked food for a while. You want to have you some chicken. You want to have you some rice. Even though rice is not one of the most healthiest things for you, right? Take it in baby steps. You don't have to give up everything. See the God in the universe that prepared everything for you. Everything talks, harkens. If everything is a vibration and a frequency, goes back to him. See you trying, young one. So why don't I bestow this upon you? And as you feel those things that are bestowed upon you, it makes you want more. Like me with working out. When I first started working out, it was hard. I had never picked up a weight. I had never did push-ups. I still can't do more than 10 push-ups. Well, I can, but fuck that. Sit-ups, that used to be one of the hardest things for me to do, but the hurt that came from it, oh my God. I got a stomach of iron right now, straight steel. That's why we lump health and wealth together in my notion of understanding it. That's why we pray for those two things. Because if you're healthy, that means you can do what it takes to get the wealth. You can spend the wealth, enjoy the wealth. And within being healthy, you already have a wealth of health. If I didn't say that backwards, but it kind of, goes both ways, man. Start that saying with one word or the other. To some people, it's going to be a little bit better one way. To other people, it's going to be a little bit better another way. Need to take me a damn shower, man. I ain't stanking or nothing, but I got this weird low-level OCD shit where I don't like to feel a certain way. So Another little 29-minute episode. I'm gonna let it go for now. Just saying good morning. You know, having that wake and bake, drinking some coffee. I'm gonna try this sex coffee witches brew though and see what the fuck goes on. Even though it ain't a witch's brew, as far as I know. It could be though, very well it could be. Just sex coffee as far as I know. But off into the wilds, and one thing I want to tell y'all, religion, like, what's a human to the mob? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? Right? We gotta break that cycle, because we all, man, we all live, we all die, we all breathe, we all shit, we all piss. Something is gonna ultimately connect all of us. Fuck religion for my benefit. You can do as you feel and I won't judge you. I will listen to you if you choose to listen to me. Religion does not give way for enough spiritual. And it's cold because, I mean, even pagan people, they're very spiritual. It's like, when are we gonna realize that, you know, I really do believe I should be thankful for the tree. I really do think I should be able to walk up to the tree, rub the tree, feel its bark, smell the morning dew that come off of it, and thank the one from the Great Assembly for being able to make all this possible. And every different facet and aspect of him. Is that so wrong? Because I'm even attributed to him. Them. I don't pretend to know God, but I don't pretend to know God, but I contend anybody who says they have a notion of what God is. You understand what I'm saying? I've been through this, like, man, this journey ain't something that most people got enough heart to deal with. Period. It ain't for the faint of heart, as they say. Everybody thinks they got the answer. I can't necessarily tell you I got the answer, but he gave me my answer. Let's just say that. And with that said, there ain't no church in the wild, man. We came out of the wild into unnatural civilization, and church popped up. No church in the wild. Why you need church if you're in the wild and God all around you? You could spin around 360 fucking degrees and stop where you started, and you're gonna see him every second of that spin. Every millisecond, every damn frame. Hell, you could split a frame into 2 frames if it's possible. And you still gonna see him every split frame of that of that spin. And then as you look above and come back down below, you gonna see him. This ain't even me preaching, man. I don't have time for that. It's like my nigga Mike Stone said. Oh damn, there go Mike's with that preacher shit. Now I ain't preaching, I'm just telling them how deep it get. Once again, Mike, I appreciate you, bruh. You a beast. You underrated, nigga. Autobots, unite. 100, man.